All right, today we're going to demystify one of the biggest questions in digital marketing. Is your SEO actually making you money? We're going to break down exactly how you can calculate the real financial return on all your SEO efforts. Let's get into it.
You gotta love this quote from Gary Vaynerchuk. His point? Some things are just foundational. They're long-term, they're essential, and you can't put a simple price tag on them. And you know what? SEO is a lot like that. It's not some quick fix. It's a serious long-term investment. But, and this is the important part, unlike a mother's love, you absolutely can, and you absolutely should, track its financial impact.
So let's be real for a second. Do you ever look at what you're spending on SEO and kind of wonder, where's that money actually going? Does it feel like this black box, this cost you just have to pay without knowing for sure what you're getting back? Hey, if you feel that way, you are not alone. Our whole goal here is to help you turn that mystery expense into a clear, measurable growth driver for your business. Look, we all live in an age of I want it now, and it's so easy to expect those same fast results from our marketing. But SEO, it just doesn't play that way. It's all about building a solid foundation that really pays off over time. So the challenge isn't about getting results faster, it's about learning how to accurately measure the powerful results you're building for the long haul.
And that really gets to the heart of it. SEO is this continuous effort, right? You're doing keyword research, creating content, handling all the technical stuff. But just because it takes time doesn't mean its results are invisible. Not at all. With the right approach, you can track its performance and prove its value, step by step. So, how do we actually start putting a dollar value on SEO? Well, the first thing to understand is that the method's going to change depending on your business model. The way an online store measures success is going to be totally different from a business that's all about getting leads. And this is where the path kind of splits. For an e-commerce site, it's pretty direct, right? You can track a sale all the way back to the organic search that brought the customer in. But for a lead-based business, you've got to do something different. You have to assign a specific dollar value to an action, like someone filling out a contact form. That right there is the crucial step that turns an action into a real metric you can use for your ROI calculation.
Okay, enough theory, let's get practical. The key to this whole thing is a tool you probably already use, Google Analytics. We're going to walk through exactly how you can pull the numbers you need.
Now, before you dive in, a really important piece of advice. Make sure you have at least 60 days of data in Google Analytics. Why? Well, because SEO results don't just pop up overnight. A 2-month window gives you a much more stable and realistic picture to work from, and it smooths out any of those random daily spikes or dips. We can break this whole process down into 4 pretty manageable steps. First, you've got to make sure your tracking is set up correctly. Second, you set up specific conversion goals and you assign a monetary goal value to them. Third, you dig in and analyze the conversion data from your organic traffic. And finally, the big one, you plug all that data into a simple formula to get your ROI. It all comes down to one core equation. And here it is. This is the formula at the heart of everything. It's actually really simple. You take the profit you've made from SEO, you subtract what you spent on it, and then you divide that number by the cost. That gives you a nice, clear percentage. The trick, of course, is getting accurate numbers for both profits and cost. And remember, cost is everything. Agency fees, software tools, your content budget, the whole shebang.
You know, calculating this number isn't just some homework assignment. It's not about getting a good grade on your marketing report. This single metric, it unlocks incredibly powerful insights that let you make smarter, data-driven decisions about your entire strategy.
Think of this calculation as a complete health check for your SEO. You'll see your true conversion rate from organic search, the actual revenue being driven by all your hard work, and just how effective your overall strategy is. It totally moves the conversation beyond just traffic and rankings to what really matters: actual business impact.
Let me make this real for you. Imagine your SEO is driving tons of traffic to your website. Sounds fantastic, right? But if your ROI calculation shows that almost none of those visitors are actually converting into sales or leads, then that traffic doesn't mean a whole lot. This is a huge red flag, a clear signal that something is off. Maybe you're attracting the wrong audience with the wrong keywords, or maybe your website's user experience is just broken. This insight tells you exactly where you need to focus next.
And all of that brings us to the final and most crucial point. Understanding your SEO ROI isn't a one-time thing you just check off a list. It's a core part of playing the long game and actually winning at it. This is not a one-and-done calculation. True sustainable growth comes from using this ROI analysis to constantly refine what you're doing, tweaking keywords, updating content, improving your site. This consistent, measured effort is what separates a short-term traffic spike from real, long-term success.
So if you take one thing away from all this, let it be this. Great SEO isn't just about doing the work. It's about having the discipline to consistently measure the impact of that work. Execution gets you in the race, for sure, but consistent measurement is how you run it smarter and, ultimately, how you win.
So the framework is all yours now. You can finally move your SEO out of the expense column and firmly into the investment column. The only question left is, what will your SEO prove it's really worth?